Right, so another day in wonderful, vibrant, multicultural Britain where the police are busy protecting us all equally without fear or favour. Or so they keep telling us, right up until the moment the body cam footage leaks and we see the truth staring us in the face like a punch from a copper who's picked the wrong side. West Midlands Police, Britain's second largest force, have got themselves in a right old two-tier pickle this time, haven't they? Birmingham, Broad Street, June the 21st. A young Caucasian lad, apparently a bit worse for wear after a night out, gets set upon by several black men. Not a fair fight, a pack attack. You can see it in the videos that are now all over the internet. The ones the police are desperately begging us not to share, naturally, because nothing says nothing to hide like pleading with the public to stop looking. So what does our brave thin blue line do? Well, do they wade in and nick the attackers? Do they restore order and protect the innocent? Nah. They steam straight in and go for the Caucasian bloke who's already on the floor getting a kick-in. A female officer grabs him. He lashes out in the confusion, thinking quite reasonably that another boot's coming his way, and suddenly he is the dangerous criminal, arrested, charged with assaulting a police officer. The gang who started it, well, still out there enjoying their diversity dividend, presumably. The force says they've reviewed the footage and everything was reasonable and proportionate. Of course they have, they always do. Funny how it's always reasonable when the Caucasian guy ends up in cuffs. This isn't policing, this is political management of the natives. This is two-tier justice in glorious 4K. We've seen it before, haven't we? Grooming gangs ignored for years because the perpetrators had the wrong skin tone and the wrong religion for the narrative. We saw it in the riots, where one side got the full SWAT treatment and the other got community liaison officers and understanding, and now here we are again, a white kid getting turned from victim to offender faster than Keir Starmer can U-turn on a promise. I mean, haven't the coppers learned from the Henry Novak case, for heaven's sake? The authorities, they love to lecture us about far-right myths and no evidence of two-tier policing, don't they? Well, the evidence is right there on your phone, love. The only myth is the one that says all cultures are equal, all communities are the same, and the police treat everyone identically. Tell that to the lad who got jumped on and then arrested for the crime of not lying down quietly enough while being beaten. Tell it to his family. Tell it to every native British person watching their country turn into a protection racket for imported grievance mobs. And the really sick part? The police statement talks about a group of men fighting. Fighting. One bloke against a mob isn't a fight. It's a mugging with extra steps, isn't it? But hey, can't risk upsetting the community, can we? Better to nick the pale-faced troublemaker who had the cheek to defend himself. This is what happens when you import third-world tribalism into a first-world country and then bend every institution to pretend it isn't happening. The rule of law becomes the rule of optics. Public confidence collapses, and ordinary people, the ones who built this country, pay the taxes and just want a quiet pint without being treated like second-class citizens in their own homeland. Get the message loud and clear. You're on your own, sunshine. Don't fight back. Don't complain, and definitely don't notice the pattern. West Midlands Police want us to stop sharing the video so the legal process can take its course. Fine. Let's all watch it a few more times then, because the more they try to bury it, the more people see exactly what's going on. This isn't isolated. It's policy. Two-tier Keir's Britain in action. So if you're a native Briton, you better start looking after your own, because the people sworn to protect you have chosen their side and it isn't yours. Never in my life, growing up in the 80s and the 90s as a young lad, did I imagine Britain turning out like this. Two-tier policing is a thing. Two-tier justice is a thing. I highly doubt that the British war dead picked up arms and fought and died for Britain to end up like this. Because if they did, I doubt they'd have picked up a rifle in anger. I really do. We are being treated like crap and we are being controlled. And they want to force their regime propaganda upon you, hence my very latest community post. They are forcing YouTube's hand into promoting mainstream media rather than small content creators like myself and others. Because it's all about control, again. And this is all on Keir Starmer and the Labour regime, by the way. We are turning into a banana republic, some sort of socialist hellhole. And our freedoms are being taken away from us, one by one. and it can't be allowed to happen. But worst of all, I can't believe we're all sat here and doing nothing about it. Anyway, there we go. That's my latest. Hope you like. Let me know what you think in the comments as usual, and have a great weekend, and I'll see you again soon. Roger Trout.